Hey everyone, let's solve today's problem, that is optimal partition of a string. Given a string S, partition the string into one or more substrings such that the characters in each substring are unique, that is, no letter appears in a single substring more than once. Okay. Return the minimum number of substrings in such a partition. Note that each character should belong to exactly one substring in a partition. Okay, fine. Let's take the first example. Okay. So we have this. How many ways are there in which we can partition this substring such that each substring has unique characters? Okay, so we can put a partition here, we can put a partition here, we can put a partition here and here. So we get 4 substrings. Okay, note that it's 3 partitions and 4 substrings. Okay, so if you make p number of partitions, the number of substrings is going to be number of partitions plus 1. Okay, remember this thing. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, fine. Now, is there any other way we can partition this string? Yes, definitely. We put a partition here, one partition here, one partition here and here. So we get again 4 substrings. Okay. Any other way? Yes. Put a partition here, put a partition here, put a partition here. And so this is, we get 4 substrings. Okay. See, we can put a partition here as well, right? We will have unique characters in these 2 substrings, but the thing is we need to find the minimum number of substrings, right? So if you put a partition here, we get 5 substrings in place of 4, right? So 4 is the minimum. Okay, anyway you put partitions, you are gonna get 4 substrings. Okay, so our answer is going to be 4 ultimately. So how are we going to solve this problem? See, this problem is not as medium as it looks. Okay, I would like to rate it as somewhere around easy. Okay, or between easy to medium. Okay, so we need to find number of substrings, right? So whatever we do, we need to iterate over this string. Okay, so let's start iterating. Okay, so with which character did we encounter? We encountered A. Okay, fine. Then we move here. Which character did we encounter? We encountered B. Okay, fine. We come here. Which character did we encounter? A. But we already encountered A, right? That means this A is a duplicate one. So what do? We put a partition here. Okay, we put a partition here. Okay, fine. So now we start afresh. So this is a substring, okay, in which the characters are unique. Now we are starting afresh from here. Okay, so we encountered A, fine. Then we come to C, we encounter C, then we come to A. Okay, A has been encountered already, so we put a partition here. Okay, okay, so move on. We discard this, we start new. Okay, we come here, we get B. Okay, fine. We come to A is already there, so we put a partition here. And now we have what is left is A only. Then we move out of bounds. So this is going to be our partitioning. Okay, 4 substrings, which is our answer, isn't it? So this is what the algorithm is going to be. Okay, we kind of generalized it, right? There could be many ways of partitioning, right? So what we are doing, until and unless we found a duplicate character, we are going to include the consecutive letters into our substring. As soon as we find a duplicate character, we are just going to put a barrier there, right there. Okay, so this is the thing. So this is the solution. We take the length. Okay, then we take, let's say this is the answer, number of substrings, and this is the iterator. Okay, we are taking a hash set. Why hash set? Because if this is the string A, B, A, C, whatever, okay, we are going through all of them. Okay, and we are collecting them, right? And when we encounter a duplicate again, it is telling us that we already have this character. Okay, so at each instance we are actually asking our record, okay, our pocket, that do we have this character? Then it's going to say us yes or no. So it's done by nothing better than hash set, isn't it? So we are going to ask our hash set, that hash set, do you contain this current character on which we are standing right now? It will say yes or no. If it says no, then we will add this current character. Or if we don't if we contain it already, that means a case of duplicacy, isn't it? So in that case we will break out of this loop. Okay, and we will increase the number of substrings. Okay, see, this one is here. Okay, we see that this is a duplicate. We put a barrier here. What does this barrier mean? It means that we have a substring. This is a substring, right? So that's why substrings plus plus. Okay, and empty this hash set. We are going to start afresh. Okay, so we are here, we are going to come back to here. Okay, and we will see that if I is less than n inbounds and the set does not contain. Okay, if it does not contain, we will add this. Now we will add this and we will increment our pointer. Okay, I plus plus, I have done it in the same line. Okay, now after that, when we finally see, if this is our string A, C, A, B, A. Okay, this is a substring, this is a substring, this is a substring. Now when we come here, we are going to move out of bounds, right? That is, this loop is going to break. So when we break this loop, okay, if we have moved out of bounds, that means from here to the end, this is also a substring, isn't it? So we are going to count that one as well. Okay, this condition is simple. Okay, there is nothing fancy in that. Okay, either if we move out of bounds, or if our set contains the character duplicate case, then we are going to move out of this loop and increase the number of substrings. Okay, and at the end return our number of substrings. This is going to be the minimum one. Okay, so this is the solution. The time complexity is a big O of n. Okay, and our space complexity is going to be a big O of n at the worst case. Okay, so this is the solution. Here is one more solution that I had written. Okay, we initialize the count to 1. Okay, and we use a hash set as usual, and we iterate. Okay, if our set contains the character, okay, we increment our count. Okay, and we clear our hash set. Okay, otherwise, if this is not the case, we normally add it to our set. Okay, now why are we initializing the count variable to 1? See, I already told that this is the number of partitions, and the number of substrings is going to be 1 plus the number of partitions. So here actually, if you do a dry run, we are actually counting the number of partitions, right? See, when are we incrementing this? Whenever we encounter a duplicate character, right? So when we encounter a duplicate, count plus plus. When we encounter a duplicate, count plus plus. So if we encounter 3 duplicates, we are going to put 3 partitions, isn't it? But 3 partition means 4 substrings in total, isn't it? So the answer is going to be 1 plus the number of partitions, right? So either you do it, put a 0 here, okay, and you can return count plus plus, count plus 1. That is also going to work fine. Okay, since we haven't put any condition like if we move out of bounds. Okay, the solution that I showed previously. Okay, so this also works. If you do a dry run, it would be clear. This is the solution that I showed you just now. Okay, and this is the third solution. Okay, in this one, we instead of a hash set, we use a boolean array. Okay, now if we encounter a character, we are going to put true in that place. Okay, that yes, this character has been encountered. And if we see that the character is in the array, the place of the character is a true, that means it was encountered already, then in that case increase the number of partitions and initialize the boolean array to a fresh new boolean array. Okay, now this solution is faster because if we are accessing index of an array, it is purely big O of 1. Okay, one operation. But set contains or add the it is big O of 1, but not exactly big O of 1. In that situation, the concepts of hashing and stuff comes into play. Okay, it's not big O of 1 always. Okay, in worst case, it's more than big O of 1. Okay, so you can use this solution as well. Okay, this is the most efficient one. So I hope it's clear. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you like this video, do hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.